Going on. A lot of people have been asking me to do a vlog about this. Basically, a lot of people want to know, after you finish your accounting degree, where can you find a job where you can either A, work for the government, or B, work from home, which my position does both. So I'm gonna get on USAJobs.gov and I'm gonna show you basically how I find positions. All right, here we go, guys. So we're gonna start here. Then we're gonna go to USAJobs.gov, USAJobs.gov, and here we go. So almost all government jobs are listed here. Even if they're listed on, like, let's say the VA has their own website, the VA will still list that job here, so you can find pretty much every government job on this website right here. So here we go. So I'm an auditor. A lot of you looking for work from home positions or positions that allow some work from home flexibility. So I work from home 3 days a week. I go in the office 2 days a week. There is some traveling involved. I am an auditor, so we do go out on locations and we do go to a lot of trainings. So here we go, auditor. And here we are. So this is now showing 147 jobs, but we need to narrow it down. So here on the side, you'll see that, let's say you have no military background, you've never been a government employee, so you're looking for open to the public. You're looking for positions that are open to the public, so that's open for anybody to apply. Also, let's say if you're a recent graduate or you're a student, so you may want to look for that, but we'll start here first. We'll start here. So we're going to start with the open. Usually entry-level positions. Let's say you have your accounting degree and you're looking to work for the government. So entry-level positions usually start at a GS7. So we also want to look for GS7, but we're going to look at something else as well. So here's a recent graduate. Even though it should come up when we put in student and recent graduates, it still came up under open. So recent graduates are available to apply for this. And recent graduate just means that you have graduated within 2 years. And they're all also student intern positions. But let's look at the student graduate. So you can Google the GS pay scale, and even though this position says it's a GS7 through a 9, which means that you'll be a GS7 for a year. So the way the promotions work with GS positions is you can be a GS for 1 year, and then the next year you can move up 2 grades if the position has it built into the position. So let's say this was just a GS7 position, you would not be able to move up to a GS9 the next year if it was just a straight GS7 position. It has to be a GS7 to a 9. Now, this is one thing about these auditor positions is, even though you see this here and it says the salary range is between 41 to whatever, 66. So what you really want to look for is you want to look down here to see if it's any other promotion potential. Now you see this position says 13 here, which means that this position, even though it says 7-9, it actually is a 7-13. So it's a 7 grade, it's a GS7 that goes up to a GS13. And even though you don't see the salary here, knowing that this position promotes to GS13, this is what we call a career ladder. This is a job that would start at GS7, and 7 in this location starts around 41. But I'm here to tell you a GS13 position goes up to about 118,000 a year. Even though it's not showing here, that's actually what this position would go up to. So you can start at 41,000 and end up at 118,000 without ever having to look for another position. This position will pay you out at that much. All right, so another thing is with the ladder promotions is you can promote 2 grades. Well, you'll promote 2 grades every year, well, as long as you meet, as long as your employer or your supervisor and management say that you accomplished all your tasks, you'll promote 2 grades every year up to GS 12. So what this is you'll go 7, 9, 11, 12. You'll go up to 12. So you'll be a 7 for 1 year, then you'll be a 9, then you'll be an 11 for a year, then you'll hit 12. The reason you don't go 11 to 13 is because you have to go 12 and then to 13. So after GS 11, you can't skip 2 grades. You have to go 1 grade at a time after GS 11. So you'll go 7, 9, 11, 12, 13. So in 5 years, you could be a GS 13, making GS 13 starting salary is $90,000. So you can, in 5 years, you can get a $50,000 raise. And that's pretty much how most of these positions go. Now, this position is a recent graduate. So let's see if it has the information about being a recent graduate on here. Okay, here we go. Qualification, recent graduate. So to be a recent graduate, you could either have an associate's degree, just finish your associate's degree within 2 years, your bachelor's degree within 2 years, your master's degree within 2 years, any kind of professional degree within 2 years, a doctoral within two years, technical vocational degree within 2 years, like any kind of certificate where you're graduating from an educational institution. So as long as you got one of those in the last 2 years, here you go, So now this is just one position, and this is with the Department of Energy. Now there is, you will have to go in and, fill out the application, and I mean, as far as the resume and everything like that, and then you'll have to apply and stuff like that right here. But this is pretty much how I got, my job basically. And so that is what you really want to do, is you want to find a career ladder position. Like this is a career ladder position. This position starts at GS 5 and goes up to GS 15. GS 15 pays out at about $160,000. Let's see if they have the salary on here. Yeah, see, in this location, GS 5 starts at $32,000 and it goes all the way up to GS 15. And so imagine it. That's getting a GS 5, starting as a GS 5. So 5 for a year, 7 for a year. So after a year, you'll be a 7, then a 9, then a 11, then a 12, then a 13, then a 14, then a 15. So in 7 years, you can get $120,000 raise, $123,000 raise or so. So that's over 7 years, and that's without you having to go find another position. This is why it's important for you guys to see this, and there are, and then of course we still have, you could look up accountant. Oh, see, and there are way more jobs, right? Because let me go back to auditor. All right, so it's only showing 11 jobs because we put in GS 7, because 7 and a 9 is entry level. If you have a master's degree, then you can come in as a GS 9. If you have a bachelor's degree, you can start at a GS 7. But even if you started with let's say you took the time to go get a master's degree. Say you got your bachelor's degree in accounting. Then you took the time to go get your master's degree in accounting. It may take you 2 years or so to get your master's degree, but if you worked a year as a GS 7, it would be the exact equivalency in the government of you going and doing that 2 years in college. So it's not actually, this is why I said that it's not actually worth it for me right now to go get my master's degree, because I get paid that, you could get paid as a GS 7, and then you can get paid as you get paid for that year versus just going and taking classes and making no money. So you're getting paid, you're getting trained, and you're guaranteed, you're pretty much already in, so you don't have to go through that whole applying stage after you get your master's degree and waiting. So it's just so much more time that you're end up behind. Plus you got to still pay for school when, it's not going to put you any further. You'll actually be a year behind if you did it the other way. Now, if you're already in school for your master's degree, do your thing, go get it. But I'm just giving you what nobody really told me, the information. Nobody really told me. I kind of had to find it out on my own. So here you go. All right. So now, once you're already in, let's say you got a year, or you've worked for the military, you've been in any kind of situation like that, or you have a Schedule A letter, which means that you're individual with disability, or any kind of thing like that. Well, let me just open it up. I'm gonna just open it up. I'm gonna just show you some of the different possibilities. So there are 147 auditor positions. Well, there are 147. Let me see what the word is. There are 147 job posts, right? But there are way more than 147 jobs available. So let me just show you. Let me just show you what I mean. Because this job post is 147 job posts, but this job or another job may be hiring 15, 20. So like one job post, the job post that I got my job under, they were looking for 35 positions, but that was just one job post. So USA Jobs wouldn't have said, it wouldn't have broke it out like that. It's only going off of how many positions are posted here. But, so it's just looking at it as one. But once you go to it, it may say hiring for several locations, hiring more than one. You want to stay away from this. This means that you need to be a guard or reservist. And unless you want to do military or you're already in the military, then you probably don't want to mess with that too much. Let me see if I could just see when it says multiple locations. Looking here to see the different locations. Let's go to the next page. Oh yeah, and this is something that I'm looking forward to. My son is only 8 right now, so I got about another 10 years before I am looking to go overseas. I will go definitely for a higher position than a 12, but I have a few years before I leave the States, looking forward to going overseas and living overseas in Germany or something like that. You can go literally all over the world. Let's see. Oh, okay. So here it says multiple locations, right? So this only counts as one job posting, but it says few vacancies in the following locations, which means that each one of these has more than one. So let's say if it only has 2 in each one, that's still 6 positions that are available, but it more than likely is looking for like maybe 10 or 15 in each location. But this is only showing up as one job posting. So there are literally thousands of auditor positions that are available right now, and that's just auditor. So you could also look for accountant positions, and the same thing here. Same principles apply. There are more than one location. These locations are looking for. Most of these are looking for more than just one available person to fill a slot. Let's see, multiple. I wonder what that means. It's just multiple appointment types. But let me just look at this Germany one. Here we go, Ramstein. So, all right. So this position starts at 75,000. It goes up to 98,000 a year. It's an accountant position. It's a GS-13. That's actually low for a GS-13. I don't know why. GS-13 usually starts at 90,000. I'm not sure what's going on with this position, unless I know Germany isn't cheaper to live in. I don't know why it's so low. Maybe they just have they're only going to be able to pay so much. Maybe they got a cap on something. I don't know. But they will pack you up just like you're in the military. They will PCS you. You see here. See? They will pack your household goods up, ship your car. They'll do all of these different type of things. They're in particular looking for either were you a previous federal employee, so let's say you get up to a GS-12 and you looking to move, like you don't have to stay just because let's say you're in a 7, 9, 11, 12, 13 career ladder. Once you get to a GS-11, if you see a GS-12 somewhere else, you can still just apply for that in a whole nother agency and go with that. Like you don't have to just wait until you get to your maximum. You still have flexibility to do kind of what you want to. I know a lot of military people uh, struggle with that understanding, just because, once we're in, and we kind of have that mindset of loyalty and all of that kind of stuff like that. Um, but I say find you a good agency, and do the best that you can as far as sticking with that. I definitely prefer to be with what I know or what I understand or what I like, versus just trying to go somewhere because they have maybe a better, um, maybe it's more money. But for instance, let me just for example, for me to leave my current position, it would have to be a crazy number, because my job is so comfortable. Like, I definitely like the work life balance, and it would definitely be hard to for me at this point to try to mentally go back to going in the office 5 days a week. And yeah, it's just that's just and then what if, like, they remove the traveling part? I got to go to DC next week on Monday. I do like traveling, and all of those different kind of things. So this was just one of the things I wanted to show you guys, one of the major things. But also, let me see, if exploring hiring paths, student recent graduates. Let me see. Looking for okay, occupations by college major. All right. So, accounting. You wonder what your degree transfers to? The government says, hey, if you got an accounting degree, all of these different positions, they are, that's what you could easily transition into. So actuarial sciences. Let's see what else. Let's see an interesting one. And I don't know anybody who has a degree in auditing, but I mean, maybe if you have some kind of, I don't know. I never seen anything like that. But so somebody I know is looking for. They're going to school for biology, but they really still don't really know what it translates to. And these are the things that the government says you can. If you have this degree, then you easily transfer into this. Not saying that you still can't get one of these jobs without the degree, but this is what they're looking for if you have this degree. So here's a business admin degree. Has a lot of flexibility. The thing is, depending on what you're doing, right? So, like, let's say with accounting, to be an auditor, you have to have 24 credit hours in accounting, and and like a bachelor's degree or whatever. So, or you have to have 4 years of experience working in accounting. With the government, you don't actually have to have a bachelor's degree in accounting. You have to have 4 years doing accounting style work and 24 credit hours in accounting, or you have to have a bachelor's degree, which gives you the 24 credit hours in accounting along with it. Yeah, it's a little different from regular civilian life, but definitely having the degree puts you ahead of everybody, and so 0510, I was a 0525 once. These are just the series that go along with it. But basically, not anybody, say if you just have a general business admin degree, you can do audit work, but you still have to have the 24 credit hours in accounting. Going straight for an accounting degree just go ahead and get you to those 24 credit hours in accounting, versus getting your degree and then having to go back to college to pick up those credits. So yeah, and just giving you a little bit of background. The world is wide open, man. The government is the largest employer in the world, and most of these jobs are right here. You can work in budget analyst. Let me see these numbers. Oh yeah, let me just show you this. I'm only going to auditor because I'm an auditor, but let's see. See, this one starts at 139,000. Where is it in, huh? probably 160 or so, maybe higher, maybe 200. This one starts at 134. Well, I know that one is probably around 162, 161, something like that. So yeah, those are some numbers. Now watch this. I don't know if I'm typing it right. Oh no, I typed the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me fix this. So, CFOs. Some of you guys want to be CFOs, make starting at 188,000. We know this number is going to clearly exceed. Definitely going to go over 200. Because there are 10 steps in there that you can get, so you can definitely be over 200,000 with a job in the government. And so yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Go to USA Jobs, man.